I would like to start by also acknowledging the Ngunnawal people and pay my respects to the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander elders, past, present and emerging. I'd like to acknowledge our Honourable Prime Minister, the Honourable Scott Morrison, distinguished guests, friends and family. As we all sit here tonight, there are over 116,000 Australians who are experiencing homelessness. Some are sleeping in the streets, exposed to the harsh elements of an unpredictable environment. Some are single mothers, fleeing from domestic violence, sleeping in the back of their cars with their fearful children. Some are going couch to couch, shelter to shelter, praying for a warm night's sleep. Unfortunately, many of these Australians face significant barriers which limits their ability to access the healthcare service that we are all so lucky to have available to us. As a result of this, they suffer in silence. Many die of conditions which could have been treated and avoid interventions which could have improved quality of life. I have seen 50-year-olds like Peter die of heart failure, struggling for a breath in the cold night air. I have seen people like 40-year-old Eddie, who's living with maggots in his wounds. I have seen people like Neil, a 29-year-old type 1 diabetic, who is suffering from irreparable damage due to being unable to afford his insulin. As Australians, it's our responsibility to advocate for those who seem to have lost their voice and to rise up to the occasion even when we question our own ability to do so. Let me tell you that, genuinely, my fear was failure, and it almost stopped me from establishing Streetside Medics. Despite my fear, I simply couldn't live with myself, knowing that there were Australians suffering from medical conditions that could be treated. Today, Streetside Medics has a team of 250 volunteers. Doctors, nurses, allied health professionals and volunteers who share in our desire to improve the healthcare outcomes for those who are experiencing homelessness. They have given and continue to give breath to the breathless, hope to those that have lost hope, and love to those that are unloved. And for that, I applaud them. Our service has changed the lives of many, but we are nowhere where we need to be. Our ambitions are large. There are 116,000 and growing number of those experiencing homelessness, and they deserve better. One state is simply not good enough, and our vision is nationwide. To anyone who can help, I urge you to reach out. For me, Streetside Medics has changed my life for the better in every way. So please join me, and together let's change the way that we deliver healthcare for those that are experiencing homelessness, the most vulnerable, our brothers and sisters. And finally, I would like to say thank you. Thank you to the patients who trust us to give them care. Thank you to the board, the volunteers, the donors and supporters. And I'll end with this. As Confucius says, those who say they can and those who say they can't are both probably right. So just do it and believe in yourself. Thank you very much.
A huge congratulations one more time for our 2022 Young Australian of the Year, Dr. Daniel Nour.